Welcome everyone, my name is Jacob. Thank you for joining me. This is Hunt Detail and we're going to talk about turkey vest. And the objective here is to really help you discern what you want or might be looking for in either an upgrade or a new turkey vest altogether. Now there's different types, of course. I mean, there's chest packs and tool belts for those that really want to be extremely mobile. There's run and gun style turkey vests that are really sort of light and minimalistic. And then there's the larger turkey vests that are emphasizing sort of all-day comfort or just comfort in general. And regardless of what you're doing, we all have a lot of gear that we want to take. We have maybe multiple strikers, multiple box calls, a couple pot calls, thermocell, toilet paper, decoy maybe, water bladder. So there's a lot of gear, binos, shotgun shells, a lot of things to consider regardless of what you choose, because you want your gear to be on you. You want it to be quiet. You don't want it to lose it, because the woods wants your gear. That's an absolute truth. We've all have lost gear in the woods for one reason or another. So what I'm going to do is go through a spreadsheet that you can actually download for free if you go to Hunt Detail on Instagram and just click on the link tree in the profile. Certainly follow Hunt Detail if you'd like, but also in the link tree you can find this spreadsheet for these vests, print it off for free, add your own notes, add another row and columns for other vests that you're looking at or evaluating. There's also other spreadsheets there that evaluate other product categories, such as saddles. We've got, I think, 15 different saddles on that spreadsheet. We've got hunt map apps like OnX versus Spartan Forge versus Go Hunt and Base Map and versus Hunt Stand and HuntWise. So there's a lot of value, a lot of spreadsheets that you can print for free. So check that out. But let's start, and we're going to go sort of the least expensive to the most expensive hunting vest, and it might help you discern what you're looking for in terms of a vest and see some of the different value adds that as you go up in price, or if the value adds that certain vests have even when you do go up in price. So first and foremost is a vest that this is from Field and Stream. This is going to be your very basic vest. So you've got a decoy bag here. It's a simple bag. It doesn't have a pouch for a water bladder. You've got a cushion, but it's just going to flop. It doesn't have magnets to hold it tight or even cinches to sort of hold it tight. You've got one-way zip pockets here. So if you want something out of this pocket, it opens one way and it's going to open up the whole pocket. If it's stuffed full of stuff, that stuff is going to make noise or fall out, and that's a little irritating to me. You have a place here for your strikers. Just sort of put them in the side here. This is another one-way zip pocket. These are more for your pot calls here. And then you've got a box call pocket here, which is one of the things I would encourage you to take a really hard look at when you look at vests, regardless of it's some of these vests or another vest, is how does it contain the box call? Because we all know that box calls move around, shift, make little squeaks if they're not really cinched down solid. And I mean, I'll even throw Band-Aids on some of mine, but if it doesn't have a good setup for that, it can be very frustrating because you're trying to be quiet and this stupid thing is making all sorts of noise. So this is very basic. It does have a water bottle holder on here, which I don't prefer. I would prefer a water bladder because it's quieter than a water bottle. There's less movement. If I could just use my water bladder than actually grabbing a crunchy water bottle and making all sorts of noise. So this is a very basic, it's very lightweight, but very basic, and that's sort of our starting point. So now let's start looking at the different upgrades, if you will. So this is the Night and Hale Run and Gun 200. So we'll start at the back here. There is a pouch here for the water bladder. There's a clip here for your keys. This is another bag that you can a general bag that you can put accessories in. This pouch here is expandable, or these straps here are expandable bungee They could hold your rain jacket, puffy jacket. You've got a series of, the system that they have here is designed to hold decoy or decoys and or a turkey if you harvest one. So you take these loops here and you ostensibly wrap this around the neck or the feet, and then you put that loop, you clip this metal clip right up here on this clip, and it's holding the neck, and then you have another strap for the feet. And it's an okay system. I do wish, like I would say, one of the cons of this is that it would be nice to have an expandable mesh bag that sort of comes out of here that you can throw a decoy in. That's, if you want to take a decoy. Sometimes I don't use decoys, but let's move around here. You got some molly paneling, which I like, which is great. You can put your thermocell, attach that there. You've got 2 pot call spots here. You've got your box call set up here. And this not only cinches down here, but it also has a closure, which is pretty solid. There are no internal pockets here. I wish there were. And I think that's one of the cons here. One of the other cons is that no internal pockets. You've got here a little spot for your reeds. There's a pocket here that goes down where I tend to put the mouth of the water bladder to kind of keep it from flopping around. There's also another pocket here for your strikers. And then you've got another pocket here for like shotgun shells. Again, it's a one-way zip. You open this thing up and it's dumping out everything if it's full. So 99 bucks, 1.5 pounds, very lightweight. So the pros, I would say, water bladder, lightweight, molly panel, 10-point adjustment. But the one-way zip pockets, I wish it had a larger bag, and there's no internal pockets. Those are some of the cons. So that's our first sort of vest. That's obviously, as the title states, run and gun. Let's take a look at the TideWe with the kickstand. So this is more comfort style. This comes in at $159. This vest is nearly 7.5 pounds. So it's very heavy. But I can tell you, once I put it on, it's not like it really bothered me. It is bigger and sort of, all of these vests are sort of one size fits all. So it is bigger around, but again, it didn't bother me too much. So this is the back of the bag. We'll start at the back here. There's 2 magnets here that connect with these little magnets on the bottom of the pad. Now, you see the kickstand here. This goes in and out, and it is adjustable in length. So a really nice feature. I'll be honest with you, it's darn tempting. It's super comfortable. It's very, very comfortable, and you don't need it. So you don't need a tree. And if you do have a tree, it's still, sometimes even that can still be uncomfortable when you're leaning up against a tree. So the one thing that's really nice about this is, when this is up here, there are clips that clip into the side here of this. I don't know if you can see that can keep that tight, in addition to the magnets. So you're hiking in, you're covering ground, you find a spot where you want to go, you unclip this. It's still tight because of the magnets. I'm not going to say it stays, it's not going to fall, but it has sort of a system there that allows you to not have to worry about this thing constantly flopping down. So you've got your decoy bag here. It does have a separate pouch inside here for your water bladder. The water bladder comes up through here. You've got another pocket here, I think, for like maybe your keys and wallet, if you'd like. I'm going to flip this around. We've got, look at this, 2-way zip pockets. Very nice. I like this. 2-way zip pockets that, not all of them are like that, but a lot of them. And then this would be for your shotgun shells. You've got a lot of general space here. You've got room for your, these are for your strikers. This is the chink in the armor here, though, is the box call setup. It cinches down. It has a magnet closure, but I wish it was a more a strap closure, quite honestly. But that's the chink in the armor, I would say, with this right now. On this side, we also have a vertical pocket here that you can put other things in. So it's got pockets for days. It's got pockets on the inside. It's got pockets here for reeds. That's going to keep them dry. If you look at the other side here, we got a molly panel here. You can put your thermocell along here. Pot calls. More shotgun shells if you need a lot of shotgun shells. A general pocket here, potentially sunglasses or a box call, and again another zip pocket here on the chest. So I would say that this, I was really impressed by this because it is heavy, but it and I'm going to look at my cheat sheet here. It is heavy, and that's a con, but it was incredibly comfortable. And you especially with the kickstand, you've got a fail-safe with the pad in the back. So some of the pros: water bladder, no tree necessary, comfortable, two-way zip pockets, two magnet cushion with clips that keep it in place. The molly paneling. Here you see the clip here for your water bladder tube. Some of the cons, the box call pocket, which I mentioned, and some of the buckles are very simple. They do make noise if you clip and unclip, but not a huge con. But really, at $160, I was really impressed with this. Even for someone that, like myself, that is more run and gun, I like to be comfortable. I like to have something where I can sit and I'm not squirming all the time, and I'm patient. And so, it's nice to say I'm run and gun and I carry, a vest that's, super lightweight and doesn't hardly hold anything. But there's another side of it is that, it's only 7.5 pounds with, on your back. And if you have trouble with that, then maybe you should use a turkey, a tool belt or something like that. But really impressed with this. Let's move on to the Nomad Killin Time. Comes in at $230, so it's jumped up here. It's about 5 pounds in weight. I was really interested in this because of some of the pockets. This is technically on the back here supposed to be a sunglass pocket. Kind of interesting, right? It's got a mesh bag for morel mushrooms, which I thought was pretty good. Here's the cushion. It's a single magnet. And, these straps can cinch it down here. So it's similar in that regard to the TideWe that we just looked at. It does not have a pouch for a water bladder, per se. It doesn't have even really sort of the water bladder attachment points that you might find that we saw on the TideWe. So it does have water bottle pockets, 2 of them, sort of back here near the main pouch, near the main decoy pouch. And then there is a pouch inside of here. I think that's for your sticks for your decoy. Actually there actually is a separate bag, I'm sorry, for the sticks here for the decoy. But this bag touts 28 pockets. So you're going to see pockets galore with this. It's got reeds along here. It has a pocket here specifically for your thermocell. I tried it. It fit. Very nice. Very, very good idea there. The box call pocket, again, I don't love. It only has a clip that keeps it in. It doesn't have a way to sort of cinch that down. It does move over to this side. You got more pockets for reeds. You've got pockets here for your pot calls. You've got a zip pocket along here. These are more one-way zip pockets. So we got a pouch here. We got a pouch here. You've got a pouch here for your shells. When you open this up, you can see that. So you do have an immense amount of pockets here. The other thing as it relates to comfort is that it has a stadium seat that folds out. So this comes out and is now a stadium seat. So not only do you have a cushion, but this is removable. The cushion's removable as well. You don't have to have both. But so it offers a lot of comfort, and it was comfortable. So what I will say is, in terms of pros, you saw a lot of that with the thermocell pocket and the sunglass pocket and the stadium seat, and it has, according to the website, 14 adjustment points. But the one magnet cushion, I'm not so sure about, and the straps, I wasn't crazy about the design on that. As it relates to the cushion, it was very loose fitting. It's a one size fits all. The buckles here are even more simplistic. I've used these sort of buckles before. They're loud, and they can snap and break. They're pretty flimsy. And the box call pocket, again, fell short for me. Like that, you're going to have to use rubber bands or create your own system in using the box call pocket, in my opinion. So at 230 bucks, this is kind of pricey. I think it's a little bit overpriced, in my opinion. If you can find it for less than 230 and you like this, then it might be a good deal. But I think at 230 it's just a little overpriced. So now we're going to go to the Sitka Equinox, and this is more of a run and gun style vest. This comes in at $269, and we'll start here at the back. It has an expandable bag here. It has some orange flagging for safety. It's this pouch will open here, and it has a little strap here for your keys. Ostensibly, this would be for your keys in your wallet. This does have straps on the back here that are designed to expand out. They clip here on the sides, but then they can be clipped together to expand out to hold decoys or an actual turkey. So similar to the run and gun, the Night and Hale run and gun, it doesn't have a decoy bag or a turkey bag. It has straps to sort of do that work, which is fine. Personally, I feel like some expandable mesh bag that sort of comes out of the main compartment, I think, could be a way to add some additional volume instead of relying on these straps. Because straps, honestly, if you don't do them perfectly, can create issues and frustration. But this is the bag for the water bladder, and your water bladder will be fed up through here. I want to make sure I don't forget anything. So as we move around the front here, we've got some adjustment points here for the bag itself. It does tout that it can go from an extra small to, I think, a double extra large in terms of adjustability. Now, this is designed to be with a lot of intentionality in terms of being quiet, not a lot of movement, and water resistant or waterproof in some cases. So here's a spot for this is a magnet closure. It's very quiet, but it's watertight, and your reeds can go in here, and it's got two sleeves for two different pot calls. So here and here. So very well designed here. It has a little strap that can help keep that closed if you want more. You want to make sure that stays closed. You have a pocket here for not exactly sure what that's for. I think that might be a striker pocket. I know there's a striker pocket on this side that is very specific on the right side here. This is for your strikers. This is for your box call. And I understand that this was designed, it has foam inside of it, and it was designed to not only be quiet on the inside, but to keep your box call tight. So it does not have a cinch down feature, which I would prefer to have on there as well. There's also another spot here for another striker. This is another pocket here, another general pocket for I would put my crow call, my owl calls here, and the buckles here are unique in the sense that they slide. So there's not a clip, they just slide up and down. And that is very quiet and very secure. And so that's one of the unique things in terms of this particular pack. Now, it does have several internal pockets here. You can see on the right side, you've got these mesh pockets here. On the left side, you also have one large internal mesh pocket, so you can keep other snacks or other gear inside and dry. It's very form-fitting, much more form-fitting than the others. Very comfortable. I will say it was very comfortable to sit in. And this seat, instead of using magnets, which I think we all know that magnets can fail, if I jump up and down a little bit, a magnet on a padded seat is just going to flop. So this has a strap system that will sit. See if I can replicate it here. On the video, you'll see that I can close it and open it using these straps, and it keeps it tight up against my back until I'm ready to flip it out. And I really like that design because it doesn't fail like magnets fail. So this comes in at 2 pounds 12 ounces. It's again $270, and I would say again, from a pro standpoint, quiet, waterproof, well thought out. Straps for decoy are fine. Magnetic closure. Back pockets expand. The box call foam. I think a rear bag that expands more would be a nice feature here. Potential for more pockets up front, maybe. And then the price point is obviously really, really a kicker. But ultimately, it's a really strong set of turkey vest. I think the TideWe to me was really compelling because of the comfort dynamic was so more significant than the other vest. It was just so much more comfortable, and so the kickstands add so much more comfort, and I never would have thought that than just your traditional padded back and padded seat. But take a look at these vests. Take a look at some other vests out there. Download the spreadsheet. Thank you for joining me. Best of luck this season. All the best.